Now, what you see here is a little website with the word Sanaa. Now, though it may seem simple, there's a lot that went into making this word appear on the screen. Let me show you what it all really means. Now, now this word is actually not just a word, but it's a phrase that's been generated from from the dissection of about 27,000 names of cities from around the world. So this can include cities from Brazil, Germany, the United States, Zimbabwe, and pretty much every other country. Now, what it does is it takes the most common first letter of the it takes the most common first letter of each city, takes the most common second letter of each city, all the way up to the most common city name length. So the most common length for a city name was 6 letters, and each one of these corresponds with the most common letter that appears. So I pretty much took this data set that I'll show you that appears on screen. I took this data set, that's loading. These are all the city names, and as you can see, there's just a whole lot of them from pretty much every corner of the globe. And it took the first letter from each, it took the most common letter from each one and made this. So Sanaa is technically the most common city name, even though I'm not even sure if it truly exists. Nope, it doesn't exist. But how this represents me is mostly through, well, I mean, it's kind of a useless data point. Sanaa, what does that mean? But it's kind of fun to see how, in what ways you can analyze the data. Why are S, A, N, and AAA the most common? Why are these the most common letters, even though each name of the city comes from a different language, a different culture? So those are some of the things we can draw from it, and it was really fun to make. And as you can see, it kind of relates to my point in my responses for the question. You know, it's something fun, it's something educational, it's something that makes you ask questions, and it's something that makes you see things differently. So this was just my simple analysis of what I'm doing for my for my data point and data set. My data set was the was all the city names, and I used those city names to generate the most popular city name, even though the city does not exist. Thank you.